Hello, TV land. My name is Kim. I'm the foster coordinator here at SPCA Tampa Bay, and this is my co-host. Hi, little kitten. His name is Grover, and I would like to welcome you to our first ever virtual kitten shower presented with our partner, Catalina Marketing, where they have measurable outcomes down to a science. First off, I would like to thank everybody for coming out on this Saturday morning for attending our event. We would not be able to do these type of events without your support. Before I get to the reason for why we're here, like kittens and fostering, I want to make sure that everybody has a really great time. So I'm going to make a few announcements. Grover, would you like to make the first announcement? Okay, what's the first announcement?
Please, everybody, ask questions in the comments below.
We're going to be talking a lot about kittens and about breeding and about kitten fostering. But if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask them. We're going to try to cover them throughout the event. If we do not get to it during the event, we can always write in afterwards. We can write in some information. So that's our first announcement is please ask questions. Please help us bring you more information about kittens and kitten season. Our second announcement, you want to talk about that one too, Grover?
We're going to be playing an interactive game. So everybody, get your devices ready. You'll see the website down below and in the comments when we're ready.
Thanks, Grover. And guess what they're going to be winning? What? They're going to be winning $25 gift certificates from the Columbia restaurant, Spanish-style food with multiple locations in the Tampa Bay area. And what's our next? Our next announcement is
make sure you check out our website for more information.
If you have any questions, if you go on our website, we have a whole page that's devoted to the kitten shower, and it's got all the information on it. And on that page, we also have our kitten wish list. So we have a list of kind of what these kittens need so we can get them happy and healthy and big and ready for adoption. It's going to be listed. Oh, do you see it listed at the bottom of the page, Grover? He says, yes, that's it. And then the third one is the most important, that we do appreciate everybody's support, but we do understand these are tough times. And even if you're here, you're watching, you're playing, you're just telling people that you love the SPCA and tell your neighbors and your friends about all the great work we do here with fostering, with kittens, with adoptions, with helping to control the pet population, with education. So just, you know, if you can't give a gift from our wish list, and we do have multiple options from $5 to $50. So anybody's budget, but we understand times are tough, and we just want you to be here with us and help to support these little vulnerable creatures. Yeah. He says, okay, I need to get down for a little bit. So thank you for helping with our announcements, Grover, okay? And you'll see on our kitten cams, we have kitten cam 1 and 2, and kitten cam 2, those are our Sesame Street characters. Those kittens are about 3 weeks old, and those are Grover's brothers and sisters. And then on kitten cam 1, those are our 2-week kittens. Those are, we're going to talk a little bit about bottle babies and neonates. So feel free, don't watch me, watch the kittens. I don't have anything exciting. Now that Grover's down, I don't have anything exciting. So I want to start by telling you a little bit about why we're here. And you might ask, what is a kitten shower? Well, to better explain what a kitten shower is, I want to tell you a little bit about kitten season. So kitten season refers to a time of the year. For us in those warmer climates, it's usually spring to fall, kind of April to October, because the reason that that kittens are kind of coming into this time. So we have kitten season between April and October. This is the time that the kittens are being born and that they are being flooded. Our shelters like SPCA are being flooded with mama cats and kittens. Why does this happen? So to explain a little bit about why this happens in this time of year, many animals give birth around the spring. This can contribute to factors like longer days, better weather, more access to food. This means that there's going to be higher survival rates for their offspring, so that's when they're going to want to give birth. unlike other animals, cats can reproduce having litter after litter. A female cat can become pregnant at 5 months, and they can have several litters in a year. Each litter is going to average between 4 and 6 kittens. That means that an adult female cat can produce 12 to 18 kittens per year, adding to the overpet population. With all these kittens being born and being brought into shelters like SPCA, we need to have a way to care for them until they're old enough to be spayed and neutered and adopted. This is where I come in as a foster coordinator at SPCA. I have a network of amazing volunteers, and I know a bunch of them I saw are on this feed. I want to give shout outs to them. They are amazing people. They bring in kittens and moms and kittens and neonate bottle baby kittens. And this shower is a way for us to support, for our community to support these selfless volunteers with the necessary supplies that they need to allow these vulnerable animals to thrive. So that's why we're here today. That's the gist of what our kitten shower is. We could not do this without our amazing fosters, and we could not do this without our amazing Catalina marketing for sponsoring, and everybody who who donates today to our wish list. So I want to thank everybody again. And I mentioned that we are going to so I got to give out some shout outs. I want to say hi to Carolyn. Thanks for watching. I also want to say, yay, that's Carolyn. And I know I saw Luann is on here too. She's another, we love followers. And Joan, let's give a shout out to Joan. Thank you. Yay! Her rose was adopted on Thursday. We love to hear that. That is awesome. We keep having kittens come in and we keep needing people to adopt them. So we are really excited about hearing from some of our adopters. And I do want to give a shout out to Evie. She's one of our amazing, she's been fostering with us, I think like 6 or 8 years, Evie Gardner. I know she's watching, and I can give her Evie's here. I can give her a million bottle babies, and she just says, bring them on down. So I want to give a shout out to all those people who support us, work with us, volunteer for us. Somebody put some signs out in front of SPCA a couple weeks ago that said heroes work here, and they also volunteer here and they adopt here. So everybody who's involved is all a hero. So anyways, I wanted to remind everybody we are going to be doing some interactive games. So why don't we do our first interactive game? So this would be a time you're going to get out your device, and this is going to be at the bottom of the screen. You'll see spcatampabay.org/play. So if you want to get those devices out, or your computer or your tablet or whatever you need, I think the kittens are kind of trying to tell us something. They say, hey, watch us, because we're the cute part of it, not me. They're just playing and kind of hanging out. And so we're getting our devices ready. And after our game, just want to let everybody know, we're going to talk a little bit about the different types of kittens, and also talk about some of their needs. So different age levels, we have all different age levels that come in, from a day old to 8 weeks usually is the time that they're going to be ready for adoption, spaying and neutering. So we have different kind of age groups and different types of fosters and kittens that come in. So we're going to talk about that too. But let's get ready to do our game. So if everybody's, and the other thing I wanted to mention too is to make sure that you have a name for your device. So when you're getting to that website, put a very distinct name, like your first name and maybe your last initial, or something that we can identify you, because remember, the Columbia has donated $25 gift certificates that we're going to be giving out to some of the winners. Also, that you can see the link is right below us at the bottom, but it's also going to be in the comments. It's also in the description. So you have multiple ways of playing. So hopefully everybody is watching kittens and getting their devices ready. Okay, so this is going to be a quick 3-question quiz, and we're going to start that right now. So kitten shower round 1. Get ready. What is the tiger's name in the animated movie Aladdin? And you're going to see the different options come up, and you'll see a timer that says 20 seconds and can count down. So you need to choose before that. Also, time does count. So the quicker you do it, the more correct you do it, the better you're going to have to win. So let's check. Is it Rex, Raja, Roja, or Ren? And here we go. It's Raja! Yay! Let's see who's up on our leaderboard, who is the top. We've got Courtney, Luann, Jen, Angelica. So those are going to be our leaders. And then these are kitten themed. So on average, I'm going to read the question and then tell you a little bit about what it means before we go to the question, or before we go to the answers. So on average, how long is a feline gestation period? So gestation is the amount of time that they are pregnant. So how long are kitten or cats pregnant for before they give birth to kittens on average? So again, choose your answer. Time does matter. And you're going to be playing for some gift certificates, the Columbia restaurant. Yay! They're yummy. I love their Ybor location. It's pretty. So, and then we're going to have the answer now. So what do you think it is? 67 days. So if for those moms out there, that is a lot less than what you might have had to have gone through. And we had a few people pick it. So again, Courtney, she's on our leaderboard, Luann, Jen, Angelica. We've got, those are our top people. And we're going to be doing another quiz where you have a chance to win towards the end of our hour. So keep playing. So this is going to be our last question. This is my favorite. I'm a Garfield fan. What is Garfield the cat's favorite food? So for some of us who are of a certain age, you'll remember this more. Remember, time matters. Is it ramen, fish, hot dogs, or lasagna? So what is Garfield's favorite food? You got 7 seconds. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is lasagna. I'm glad everybody got that. The gestation one was hard, but the lasagna should have been easy. So let's see who is our number 1. I want to congratulate Courtney. Oh, we had some people on our leaderboard change around. Courtney, please private message us so that we can get you that. So we can get you your prize. Private message us your phone number so we can contact you about the prize. So thank you, Courtney. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Stay tuned. Keep that up because we are going to be playing again in another 15, 20 minutes. So, and there's our kittens. So these kittens that you're looking at right now, these are what we consider the first kind of level of kitten that I'm going to talk about is our neonates. Neonate kittens are going to be anywhere between birth to 4 weeks old. These kittens are brought to the SPCA at all different ages. This is just one of them. These are some of our most vulnerable and need the most supplies. Neonate kittens are our tiniest kittens. They cannot survive without mom. And what happens is often mom either leaves for some reason, she will often go and give birth in a safe area. And sometimes she leaves that safe area, or that safe area is disturbed, or something happens to mom. So that's when they end up coming to us. When the mother cat is not around or the kittens are sick and injured, these babies require round-the-clock care, which includes bottle feeding, stimulation to urinate and defecate. They can't do that on their own. Mom normally would be licking them, and that would stimulate them to urinate and defecate. So we have to do that ourselves. And also grooming, just keeping them overall clean and healthy and ready to grow up and be strong enough to become our next level of kittens. So, and I mentioned these guys need to be bottle fed because they cannot eat food on their own. So normally mom would be feeding them, and there's a lot of good stuff. So we do recommend, just our little public service announcement, we do recommend that kittens, if you find them, wait around and see if you can find mom. If they don't look unhealthy, Give mom a chance to come back. She might be out hunting, and she will come back because mom's milk obviously going to be the best for them. Even though I'm going to talk about some of the supplies that we're going to need for these guys. But if they come in as bottle babies or neonate kittens, they need round the clock care. They are fed, the littlest ones are going to be fed about every 2 hours. The ones that are a little bit bigger are going to be fed every about 4 hours, so when they're closer to 4 weeks. And some of the things that we need for these guys, just to let you know, so you see on our wish list, you can see exactly and know why we need these. So this is going to be our kitten replacement milk. We have a couple different varieties because kittens can be funny where they do better on one formula opposed to the other. But this is for those bottle baby kittens. We need to have formula for them. We need to have the bottles to feed them. We also need, so kittens cannot regulate their own body temperature when they are this young. They can move towards or away from heat, but they cannot regulate their temperature well. So some of the things that we love, like these snuggle safes, these are great. You pop them in the microwave, and they obviously will have to be popped in every so often, but these are great for traveling, especially when our fosters are coming to pick up the babies. This is something that we would put into a carrier so that they have access to heat and warmth. And then we also have on our list heating pads. Heating pads are better for at home, and the ones that we have asked for on our wish list, they do better with kittens and puppies, just because of the way things that we need is something where we can regulate the temperature, and also so that they don't turn on and off, because many of the human ones turn off as a fire hazard, but we need ones that don't turn off so that the kittens can continue to have that warmth. So these are just some of the supplies that these neonate kittens need. Another thing that we do is we need to have scales. So as these guys are growing, we need to make sure that they're growing appropriately, that they're getting fed enough, and that they are going to be weighing enough. So our fosters weigh them, like for the neonates, every day. Some, when they get bigger, every couple days. So that's another thing. Also, some other things that these neonates need are thermometers. And in this COVID world, thermometers are kind of hard to come by. So we have the rectal thermometers. These are going to be good for the little babies, and they give us a more accurate temperature. And then we're also asking for some ear ones for the little bigger ones that aren't as easy to get temperatures on. So those are some of those. We want to make sure, again, that because they can't regulate their temperature well, we want to make sure that they have, that they are able to then, they are staying warm enough. And so these are some of the supplies that we're asking for and why we're asking for them, so they can understand. So I've kind of babbled on long enough. I feel like I need to get some kittens in here. So let's see Grover again. Grover, let's check in with you. How you doing? Huh? How are you? Says, okay, I'm okay. So Grover and his siblings are about 3 weeks. They are eating food on their own. Like I mentioned, we see weaning usually around 4 weeks, but sometimes if they come into us and they're about 3 weeks, they will often start to eat on their own. We do use the kitten replacement milk though, we add that into their regular food so that they can get that extra nutrients that they need, calories that they need, because they probably would be bottle feeding at this age a little bit more. Hi, Grover. He says, I'm cute. I need things. Closer. Hi. Oh, how can you resist that face? Okay, and Grover, what else? You want to go over those announcements? You were really good about that earlier. Let's go over those announcements. So we want to thank Catalina Marketing, one of our wonderful partners. We always appreciate everything they've done for us over the years. They've been great. So we want to thank them for helping us sponsor the kitten shower. Also, don't forget, we're going to play another game in a little bit. So make sure you keep your devices out and ask questions. If anybody has questions, feel free to put them in the comments below and let us know. I can answer questions. The other thing we want to talk about now is, we've been talking about fostering and the supplies that we need for the kittens. I want to talk about our kitten baby shower that we are having next Saturday. So next Saturday from 10 to 11:30, we're going to, and the link is below with sign up information. So we're going to go over, our fostering, and that's going to be fostering not just for kittens, but we also here foster, we foster dogs and cats and bunnies and guinea pigs and ferrets and chinchillas and birds and reptiles. So if anybody is interested in any fostering, feel free to go onto our website and sign up below. We'll be doing that on a Zoom meeting. So it is another virtual event. Virtual is fabulous. I'm digging the virtual. So everybody can attend, and it will be recorded. So if you cannot attend that event, then still sign up, get the link, and it will be recorded for you to watch at a later date. If you can't be available from 10 to about 11:30 next Saturday. Will you be there, Grover? He says, no, I'll be out in Foster. That's where I'm going today. Okay. Ooh. So we have some questions coming in. Jennifer asked, average number of kittens in a litter. So I did talk about that in the beginning, but it's on average about 4 to 6. In case you missed it, that's a great question. On average, a kitten, cats give birth to about 4 to 6 kittens. So we see the guys that you see below, those guys are a litter of 5, but then our other litter that Grover came from, that was 6. So you can see that 4 to 6. Occasionally we do get singletons though, because maybe one at 4 weeks kind of toddled away from mom. And so, but anyways, okay. And then Cartel asks, are there any kittens to adopt? So that is a very good question. And kitten season has started. So we will be right now, we don't have a lot of kittens to adopt today, Saturday, but keep a watch on our website. That's what I recommend for everybody, because as these kittens are growing, they're going to come back. They're going to get spayed and neutered when they're old enough, and then they will be on the floor. So keep a watch out on our website. That's going to be your best bet. And we will consistently, again, now that kitten season has started, we got these kittens in, we got these 2 litters of kittens in this week. That's 10 kittens. So, and they're at different ages. So think about, they're going to have to take enough time to get big enough and old enough to be spayed and neutered. But we're going to have kind of a consistent line of kittens coming in. So keep watching our website, definitely. And that is SPCA tampabay.org. I know that it keeps going there and it's in our comments. So watch our website. Okay. So another question. I love questions. Grover, do you love questions? Mary asks, why is the little guy all alone in back of the kitten cam? He's probably moved away from the heat source. So he probably, like I said, the reason that the kittens cannot regulate their own body temperature, but they can move towards or away from heat sources. So that little guy probably wants to be cooler. His temperature is a little bit hot, probably higher, and he says, I need to move away. So they were all together previously and they were all moving around. They just ate. They actually were just fed right before here, so they're getting into that sleepy kitten time. So anyways, so that's it. Now let's see, let's go back to the announcements. Did we have any other announcements? Grover, was there anything we missed? Huh? He says, I don't know, I'm a sleepy kitten too. So one other announcement, I just want to thank everybody for watching and participating. And if you can, check out our wish list. We understand times are tough. Believe me, it's across the board that everybody is not where we were 6 months ago. So we understand anything that you can give. We have something from kitten milk that's more like $5 all the way up to our playpens, which I don't know if we had that kitten cam, if we can have it come up just really quick, but our other kitten cam, oh, maybe it's not. Oh yeah. So those guys are in a playpen. They're sleeping too. Wow. It's sleepy time in the morning. So that's our playpen. That's one of our higher priced items, but you can see kind of why we need them to keep all the kittens together. And normally they're all playing. Oh, are you looking at me funny? What's up? Hi. Sorry. I'm sorry. He says I was sleeping. Okay, here. There you go. Okay. The second thing we're going to talk about is our older kittens. And that's a good thing. So these are some of our a little bit older kittens. These kittens are closer to 4 weeks. Once kittens are weaned from their moms or from the bottles, they are eating solid food, which happens usually at about 4 weeks old. Sometimes a little bit earlier. Oh, he's purring. I wish you guys could hear this. You will see them up and running around, playing. This is, again, why we need those playpens. And these kittens have different needs. So he's going into my clothes or my hair. So those bigger kittens, they need a little bit of different supplies, like those playpens. We still use the thermometers. We still use the scales because we need to make sure that they are growing appropriately. But we do need a little bit different. And this is why we have such a range of items on our wish list. So these older kittens, they're a little bit more fun. So I mentioned that the younger kittens, they have to be bottle fed, they have to be stimulated, they have to be groomed. These older kittens, they're a little bit less work, although they do have a tendency to pick up some upper respiratory infections. Their little immune systems are not as developed, so they have more of a chance of our fosters having to give them medications. But these guys are a little bit more fun. They can play, they can pounce, they're jumping. One of the things that is really important for cats is to have that ability to pounce and to capture something. So their food doesn't move because it's in a bowl, but that's where that play comes in. That play comes in where they have toys and things that they need to be able to play. So even adult cats, that's something, my little advice, if you do own cats, have something that they can play with where they can pounce and they can get something. They have the ability to, at the end, have a resolution of putting something in their mouth or eating something. And that's where those young, older kittens come in. They're playing and you can have a little bit more fun with them. And that's where a lot of our fosters like to foster, right in that 4 to 8 weeks range. And so let's talk a little bit more about fostering. Luann asks, how long is the foster commitment? So we will talk more about that next week, but a good frame of reference is most of our fostering can be, for these kittens, they're going to be about a month. If they're neonates, they're bottle babies, that's going to be more closer to 2 months. These 4-week-olds are usually going to be about a month. So that's, but within the foster program, we have everything from a week, sometimes with skin disorders, we may have 6 months. So if you're interested in fostering, that's kind of where that lies. But these kittens are usually a month to 2 months. So thanks, Luann, that was a great question. Anyways, I want to talk about our SPCA foster program and what we do here. So far this year, we've had over 300 pets in foster, 300, and the year isn't even over. We're only, into May. So we've already fostered over 300 animals. A vast majority of these are cats and kittens, just because that's kind of what comes through our doors. Oh my God, this guy is just purring up a storm. Last year, we fostered over 400 cats and kittens. The 300 this year is everything. Everything that we fostered, my numbers are over 300. But last year, we fostered over 400 cats and kittens. So if you're interested in signing up for our foster orientation, that's going to be next Saturday, May 30th from 10 to about 11:30. And it looks like we're getting close to quiz time. So everybody get your phones ready. We're going to do that in a couple minutes. So make sure you have your devices ready. Make sure that you have a way. He says, I was getting so comfortable. Make sure that you have a way to play the games. And if you were logged in from the first one, he's just gonna, no. If you logged in from the first one, you should be logged in from the second one. Note to self, put your hair back if you're going to put a kitten on your shoulder. And you can see the link is right there, and it's going to be in the comments below. So again, we're going to give out $25 gift certificates from the Columbia restaurant. So make sure that your name, you have it so we can know who you are. And you will have to direct message us or personal message us, depending on if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. You can personally message us about getting those out to you. And if you do have any other questions, I'm going to give you my email address. So if anybody has any other questions about fostering or about kittens, you can always email me at foster@spcatampabay.org. So, this is the best thing about fostering kittens. They're little purr machines. So you can also email me and ask additional questions, but a lot of what we are going to, and my email just went on the bottom. A lot of what we're going to talk about, if you have questions, a lot of it will probably be addressed next Saturday. But if you are wondering whether you should come and participate next week, you can ask some questions like what kind, do I have to own my own home? No, you don't, as long as you have, your landlord allows you to do it. We give you all the supplies that you need, so you don't have to purchase anything. As Luann asked, how long do fosters last? You know, that's going to depend. And you can choose to foster whatever you'd like. So if we have kittens and you're allergic to kittens, you don't have to do them. If you want to foster dogs or you like bunnies, we're always looking for fosters, especially that do those unusual pets. So anyways, we're going to start our game now. So hopefully everybody's logged in. Grover, you want to read? Kitten shower round 2. Remember, speed is important. And these are all cat motivated or cat themed questions. So let's see our first one, Grover. Which member of the Beatles owned a cat named Elvis? Ooh, I don't know this one. So let's see. Was it John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, or Ringo Starr? Which member of the Beatles owned a cat named Elvis? We should name a cat Elvis here. Yeah. If anybody has some really cool cat ideas, for names, put them in the links or in the comments below. I'll look at it later because I love great cat names. So let's see. And who was it? John Lennon. I love that picture. So John Lennon used to have a cat named Elvis. Let's see who our winner is. Luann, and then Lenez and Carol. So those are our top 3 people right now. What is the recommended weight to spay and neuter a kitten? I told you the age, but I did not tell you the weight. So what is the recommended weight to spay and neuter kittens? Is it 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, or 4 pounds? So again, quickness counts, and make sure you get that answer in before the 20 seconds. Okay, Grover, what do you think it is? You're about 1 pound. For reference, it's about 1 pound. So let's see. It's 2 pounds, and we got some people that got it right. So let's see. And it looks like, ooh, we had some changes. Elena's, Kristen, Luann, Angelica. Awesome, our leaderboard. So this is going to be our last question. What is it, Grover? What's the name of Elvis's, Dr. Evil's hairless cat in the movie Austin Powers? What is the name of Dr. Evil's hairless cat in the movie Austin Powers? Is it Secret Ancient Meow, Biggie Smalls, Mr. Bigglesworth, or Dr. Feline? I think I'm going to use all of these. And we got 2, 1, 0. Let's see. And it was Mr. Bigglesworth, and we had quite a few people who got that. Remember our winners. So it looks like Angelica is our winner. Make sure that you private message us congratulations so you can get your Columbia gift certificate and have a good meal. So remember, they are Spanish style food that is, they have multiple locations all over the Tampa Bay area. So, and there's our kitten cams again. I did have a question here. Jennifer asks, steps to foster proof your home. So I'm assuming, kitten proof. So what are the recommended steps to kitten proofing kitten proofing your home before fostering? That is a great question. That is going to be one of our more in-depth questions. I'm going to put you down. He says, bye everybody, I'll be back. So kitten proofing your home. Definitely, this is important with any fostering, whether it's a kitten, whether it's an adult. You always want to make sure that you have a dedicated space, especially for these kittens. And as you notice, they don't take up much room, okay? So anybody who says, I don't have a lot of room, the most important part of keeping kittens is we ask that you keep them away from your resident cats, just because we want to keep everybody safe. We don't want anybody passing anything back and forth. So the biggest thing is you have to have not a lot of space, but just a dedicated, separated space. So that's going to be the first thing, is having a dedicated, specific space for your foster cats. Dogs too, if we like you to kind of keep them away from each other. Another thing is having some kind of containment. So that's why we have those kitten playpens. Sometimes people will just have big Tupperware containers for those neonates, and you put a lot of really fluffy blankets in there and a heat source, so that they can't get around. When they get a little bit older, when they're in the 4, 5, 6 week period, we allow, we suggest you can let them play outside of their playpen, especially depending on how many you have, but always do it where you can watch them. You don't want them slipping under something, or, I mean, unless you have a room that has nothing in it and has no place for them to hide, we do really recommend that you try to keep them in a contained space. It can be a large dog kennel that can be set up with litter boxes and play areas and a bed and heat source. Or when they get a little bit older, or these playpens, the playpens are nice because they break down, so you don't have to keep them up every time, when you don't have kittens. So we like you to have something that's a little bit more dedicated and enclosed. Some people use bathrooms too. Those are great because you can just hose them out. We do provide cleaning solutions too, so that while you're fostering, you don't pass something from one foster to another. So that's the best way. I don't necessarily recommend just allowing the cats to roam free, just because they can get into anything. And I had one person who didn't keep them as controlled, and they pooped under things. So that's my recommendation. Okay, so it looks like we've answered all of our questions. We've done our quizzes. Make sure those people, again, who won the quizzes, make sure that you send some type of message to us, say that you won the kitten shower, and we can you can send us your phone number, and we can get those prizes out to you. And again, want to thank Catalina Marketing for partnering with us and allowing us. I love this cat. They did that on purpose. They specifically wanted to be part of the cat shower. So Catalina Marketing, thank you for partnering with us and supporting us, and thank everybody for attending today, and our community for supporting these cute little babies. If anybody else has any other questions, feel free to put it in now. See if we have any last questions. If not, you can just watch Kitten sleep. I wonder how our other cats, are they playing? Let's see. Do we have any playing kittens? I feel like nope. They're sleeping. It's the morning time. I was hoping they would play. Fed them. Now they want to sleep. Anyways, so again, I want to thank everybody for supporting us, for being here, for being part of this, for just telling your neighbors about all the good work. If anybody's interested in fostering, again, check out our website, SPCATampaBay.org. That's got our foster orientation next Saturday. You can see the Facebook event too. If you follow our SPCA Tampa Bay's Facebook page, it's got an event in there with more information. Our SPCATampaBay.org. When you go on that, you'll see something that says kitten shower. You can link on that, and that will give you our wish list. Again, we have everything from kitten formula, bottles, stuff that's a little bit less expensive, and Amazon, we have it all on an Amazon list, which is great. So Amazon just sends it to us. You don't even have to come down here. Normally, I would invite people down here to look at the kittens, but due to COVID, we are restricting people coming onto the shelter property. Hopefully that will change in the future. If you are interested in fostering, we will, if you're interested in fostering, we're kind of going to go over all that with everybody. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for everything, for being here and supporting us. And thanks to all of our amazing fosters, and thanks to our partners, and thanks to the community for continuing to support SPCA Tampa Bay. And again, if anybody has any questions, put them down below and we'll just answer them after this. So one more cute kitten. And then he's going to go back in with his brothers and sisters. Say thank you, Grover. Thank you. Oh, he says I don't want to look. Hi. Hi, Grover. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. Look at his face. Look at that face. I wish you guys could hear the purring. He's just purring and purring and purring. So thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting us. We really appreciate you. And you have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll see you next week at the kitten, or I'm sorry, at the foster orientation.